Good morning, everyone. Coach Jandy here. So, you may ask, what is in the mason jar? So this is coffee that is the moonshine of coffee. So my favorite Cuban coffee, and I really probably shouldn't even be drinking it, but today is going to be a little special treat later. So, so you know what? I was making my Cuban coffee this morning, and as I actually got the little percolator, you know, the one that sits on the stove to percolate the coffee, I actually opened it up from a few days ago. Well, actually yesterday, I made Cuban coffee for a friend of mine at work. I did not have any. And I opened it up, and there was still a bit of water in the bottom of the base of the percolator. I mean, quite a bit. And my instant thought was, oh my gosh, you know, that's like a few sips worth of this like crack coffee, you know, that I love. And it's so tasty that it was like, oh my gosh, that's a waste, you know, that's the good stuff at the bottom. So it made me think about how in life, sometimes we don't let situations, life, our relationships, our issues, things like that, we don't let it percolate the whole way. And I love this analogy with the coffee this morning, because if I had not been in a rush and maybe had given just a few more minutes to let the whole thing percolate and all the water raise up, there would have been more coffee. So which would have been more heaven and goodness and love, you know? And how many times in life are we actually pushing things along, rushing things, or abandoning things and just walking away when we get impatient, when really if we waited just a little bit longer, the good stuff is going to rise up to the occasion. It's going to rise up to the surface and greet us and go, hello, I'm a nice little surprise. You know, I think a lot of times we lose patience, we get frustrated, and we do abandon situations, or we don't ride it all the way out, or we make judgments about things. So, didn't know that my little Cuban coffee was going to be such a great analogy today, but I want you to think about what situations that you're in right now, and how can you give it a little bit more time? Maybe you need more resources. Maybe you need a coach. Maybe there's something that you need to do to either gain the patience, get the help, or to work something out that is going to help the situation. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't some situations or people or circumstances that, yes, okay, you've waited long enough, you've done the job, and you need to go, or you need to make a change. That's different. But I really just think that we need to ask the question, have I really ridden this all the way through? Okay, or am I just being reactive? So that's my message today. If you need help with this, please call me. My number, you can reach out on Facebook or on my website, coachjandy.com, and I look forward to potentially working with you and hope that you have a wonderful day. Now, go get some really great, correct Cuban coffee. Bye.